You have heard stories of Caribbean pirates, but the real kings of the sea never sailed near America. They ruled warm waters from Oman to Gujarat. Their ships carried spices, gold, and prisoners. Their raids shook empires. And for centuries, the Indian Ocean was the most dangerous place in the world. This is the story no textbook tells. Long before Columbus dreamed of crossing the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean was a crowded highway. Arab traders, African sailors, Indian merchants, and Southeast Asian kingdoms fought for control. Where there is money, there are thieves. Where there are empires, there are rebels. And from these waters, real pirates rose. As early as the 8th century, Arab sailors along the Omani and Yemeni coasts attacked merchant ships heading to India and East Africa. They used fast wooden dhows, silent at night and deadly in daylight. They knew every current and every hidden inlet. Their targets were simple: spices, ivory, and human captives. On the East African side, pirate chiefs struck ships carrying gold from Kilwa and Sofala. They hid in mangrove forests, waiting for vessels loaded with riches from inland kingdoms. These pirates were not simple criminals. Many were warriors hired by local rulers to weaken rival cities. By the 12th and 13th centuries, the Arabian Sea became even wilder. Along the Gujarat and Malabar coasts, small fishing communities turned to piracy during hard seasons. They boarded ships with curved blades, fast boats, and the confidence of men who knew the sea better than any foreigner. In the Bay of Bengal, gangs called the Baharis raided royal ships traveling between Bengal, Burma, and Sri Lanka. They kidnapped sailors, robbed merchants, and sometimes wiped out entire crews. Their boats were light, fast, and perfect for shallow coastal waters where large ships could not chase them. When the Portuguese entered the Indian Ocean in the 1500s, everything changed. They tried to control trade routes with force. They demanded taxes, blocked ports, and burned ships. Local rulers fought back, and many encouraged Indian, Arab, and African pirates to strike Portuguese vessels. Piracy exploded. One of the most feared figures was not a man. Sayyida al-Hurra, a Moroccan queen, formed alliances with Ottoman corsairs and attacked Portuguese ships across the western Indian Ocean. She ruled her city, controlled the coastline, and earned a title that meant the noble free woman. To the Portuguese, she was a nightmare. On the Malabar coast, the Kunjali Maracars ran a naval guerrilla network that hit Portuguese ships like ghosts. In Sindh, the Sindhi and Balak pirates struck Mughal cargo ships and sometimes even fought Mughal navy patrols. They knew every creek of the Indus Delta. They fought like shadows and vanished into the mangroves. Then came the man European powers feared most, Kanhoji Angre, admiral of the Maratha Navy. The British called him the Terror of the Coast. He captured ships, imprisoned officers, demanded ransom, and defeated fleets much larger than his own. For 40 years, he ruled the Arabian Sea. Not a single European power could crush him. Eventually, technology won. Steamships replaced wooden vessels. European navies built iron warships and heavy cannons. By the mid-1800s, pirate strongholds fell, ports were seized, and sea routes came under colonial control. But the legend remained, buried under waves and forgotten by popular history. The pirates of the Indian Ocean were not simple criminals. They were rebels, warriors, and survivors in a world of shifting empires. They fought kingdoms, traded alliances, and shaped the history of Asia and Africa in ways most people never hear about. In the end, the Indian Ocean was not ruled by kings or merchants. It was ruled by those brave enough to take what the sea offered.